Hello everyone, my name is Thalia Putri, and I'm going to present my academic presentation assignment. Here is the title and the author of the article that I use for this presentation. The title is Teachers' Perspectives on Promoting Learner Autonomy for Vocabulary Development, a Case Study. And the author is Nora Al-Mushara. Here's the table of content, which are the first one is title and author of the PPT slide. The second is the title of the article and the author. The third is introduction. The fourth is research objective, literature review, method, results and discussion, conclusion, and link of the article. Introduction. The ability and willingness of a learner to assume responsibility for coming up with, carrying out, overseeing, and evaluating his or her own learning while working with and receiving help from the teacher is known as learner autonomy, according to Benson on 2007. The growth of autonomy among our students is significantly influenced by the way we structure the practice of teaching and learning. Therefore, in order to aid in vocabulary growth, teachers must understand the significance of learner autonomy development. However, compared to other nations, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, or KSA, has paid less attention to research on learner autonomy and vocabulary development. Due to the depth of literature explicitly addressing learner autonomy and vocabulary growth within English language instruction at the university level in the KSA at a female-only campus. This research was done to address that issue. Research objective. Research on learner autonomy and vocabulary acquisition has not received the same attention within the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, or KSA, as in other countries. As such, this research was conducted to address the paucity of literature dealing specifically with learner autonomy and vocabulary development within English language learning at the university level in the KSA at female-only campus. Literature review. The groundwork for the growth of learner autonomy was laid by John Dewey in his book Democracy and Education, published in 1960. Instead of emphasizing the simple acquisition of knowledge and subject matter, he emphasized the value of creating a supportive learning environment that encouraged student tenacity in learning. In order to encourage students to find their own methods of learning and ultimately to make the learning process easier, Holleck on 1981 coined the phrase learner autonomy, which he defined as taking control over one's learning. Little defined autonomy as a capacity for critical inquiry, independent judgment, and action. It implies but also assumes that the learner will form a specific type of psychological relationship with the nature and scope of his learning. The method. A comparative case study aims at investigating the methods and extent to which teachers can promote autonomy in vocabulary development for EFL students in Saudi context. The study explores teachers' perceptions and promotions of learner autonomy in language learning. The nature of the research calls for attaining deeper insights and understandings through filed notes, interviews, conversations, photographs, and/or recordings, according to Creswell on 2007. The study used qualitative examination. Female EFL teachers, Dr. Alla, Dr. Fatten, Dr. Kolot, Dr. Lama, Dr. Nujot, and Dr. Tala were recruited from the university's English department. Two of the six teachers were purposefully selected based on the research purpose of observing one teacher-centered classroom and one student-centered classroom. Result and discussion. The result. The results of the study detail how the participants perceive teaching English in the context of EFL learners' development via purposeful vocabulary acquisition, and how the participants promoted, if at all, learner autonomy in vocabulary development. These results are weighted in chronological order, following two dimensions: EFL teacher perception of the most effective methods in English vocabulary learning, and the two of the six participating EFL teachers' instructional strategies inside their classroom. Discussion. The findings from the interview sessions demonstrate how the six EFL's instructors' beliefs were diverse in their instructional teaching strategies for English vocabulary development. Their viewpoints can be divided as follows. Two EFL teachers perceived autonomous learning strategies for English vocabulary learning as a valuable strategy, and four EFL teachers were convinced that traditional teaching is a convenient method. Conclusion. The study raises some implications for language teachers and researchers who advocate for learner autonomy theory and practice. Teachers should gradually implement the development of learner autonomy. An example is through the involvement load of the students' activities, as Alavinia and Rahimi on 2019 study results revealed that it has a positive effect on vocabulary learning. Autonomous learning is the outcome of a long process and training. As such, teachers should be aware of the benefits of promoting learner autonomy and should know how to deal with any challenges, according to Al-Musharraf 2008. Thank you, everyone. That is all for my presentation. Here is the link for the article. I'm sorry if I made any mistakes. And thank you.